Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I honestly cannot believe I'm sitting down to film this update. If you watched my recent video that I uploaded a few days ago, you will know that our clinic called us last week to cancel our embryo transfer cycle. You would have also seen how devastated I was and heartbroken I continue to feel for everyone who have had their transfer cycles cancelled, any kind of fertility treatment cancelled. I was very surprised to hear from our clinic over the weekend. They called to say that there may be still a chance we can go ahead with an embryo transfer. No guarantees, but they said that they were trying their best and to sit tight and wait. Having been told we cannot proceed when we were a matter of days away from our transfer was really difficult. I didn't realise how difficult until we were given those words and given that news, and I was pretty upset. I was really hesitant to get my hopes up again because it really is emotionally exhausting. The infertility roller coaster is exhausting at the best of times, but with coronavirus thrown in the mix and being told, no, you can't go ahead, yes you can, no, yes, it was just very intense. And then there were also the fears of should we go ahead, which I will go into. The bloods that Liv did to track ovulation on the Friday morning before we were told we couldn't proceed showed that she hadn't yet ovulated. So when the clinic spoke to Liv on Saturday, they told her to get more bloods done on Monday morning and booked her in for a lining scan on Monday. For those of you who are new here, Liv is our beautiful friend and gestational surrogate. She got that done yesterday and all looks great. The lining looks great. Got a call later in the afternoon with her blood results saying that it looks like she has ovulated. She's had another blood test done this morning, so we'll hear back from the nurse this afternoon. This will just confirm if she's ovulated yet. So at this point in time, we are feeling pretty hopeful we'll be able to move forward with an embryo transfer in the coming days. It hasn't obviously been booked in firmly yet because ovulation needs to be confirmed, but it is looking like we'll be able to go ahead, which is just incredible. I'm a little bit in shock, to be honest, and I do also feel guilty. It's just, my heart is just so heavy for those of you who are having to wait indefinitely, because I faced that and I felt that pain. It's a really hard pill to swallow, and I'm just feeling incredibly blessed and lucky to be given the opportunity to go ahead with the transfer. Only a couple of days ago I was processing the fact that we can't go ahead, and now it's just been a massive roller coaster, but I am really over the moon that we are going to have a chance to do a transfer now. My fear in sharing this news was that it was going to cause some of you pain, and that's the last thing I want to do. So I really hope that that's not the case, and just know that I wish this pandemic wasn't happening, and I wish it wasn't affecting all of our lives in so many different ways. Know that I feel your pain, I see you, I hear you, and your pain is valid. Give them some love, please. Sweet girl. Obviously, there's a lot of unknowns in regards to pregnancy and coronavirus, and that can cause a lot of anxiety. Tim and I have had a lot of conversations about trying now in a pandemic, and it is definitely a decision not to be taken lightly. There are a lot of different things to consider. So when we heard back from the clinic over the weekend and were informed there might be a chance we can move forward with the transfer this cycle, I reached out to the OB that Liv, Tim and I saw before we got approved for gestational surrogacy. Reached out to him on Instagram. I felt like we needed some guidance from a medical professional who is in the field and has all of the relevant up-to-date information. So I just wanted to get his opinion and his thoughts, especially based on our case. So I reached out to him on Instagram on Saturday night, and he replied straight away. He is so lovely. He had actually intended to reach out to me in the coming days to see how I was going and where we were at. He offered to give us a call the next day on Sunday to give us his thoughts, so that was so appreciated. When he called on Sunday, he went through it all with us and was really reassuring and put our minds at ease. Sorry, my memory card was full. I had to switch it over. He was so wonderful with the information he provided us with, and we appreciated his thoughts. He spoke to us for quite some time and feels really comfortable with us proceeding. Given Liv has no underlying health conditions, there are obviously precautions in place to minimise Liv's exposure, as is the case for everyone right now. He explained the evidence and his thoughts behind the risks of coronavirus for pregnant women and unborn babies, and why he believes what he believes based on other viruses and other factors. Another thing that we were unsure about how it would play out were scans and appointments, and even the birth of the baby and how that would look with us being able to attend those appointments. And he said that all scans that are done in his rooms, which is most of them, Tim and I will be able to go along to, which is wonderful. And he believes at this point there shouldn't be an issue with Tim and I being there for the delivery, which is also reassuring that we can be there for that moment, because it's a moment we have been waiting for. I guess there's just a lot of unknowns still, and it's not ideal. One of the main focuses for us all will be our mental health and making sure we're all looking after that side of things, keeping the anxiety as low as possible. It's still unconfirmed whether Tim and I will be able to be in the transfer room. I'm hoping that one of us at least will be able to. It's obviously a very special moment, and a moment we would love to be there for. It's definitely been an emotional roller coaster, and we're just praying that this is our time. I just wanted to share that news with you all here on YouTube, face to face. The butterflies have definitely begun. I will keep you more up to date with things over on Instagram if you're not following me there. It's just easier to send quick updates. Thank you for all of the heartfelt comments on my last video. I read them all. You guys are amazing and just so kind and thoughtful. I really felt your support and empathy. Just another reminder as to how special this community is. I guess that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will be keeping you posted over the coming days. Our transfer could be in 4 days. The last time Tim and I did an embryo transfer was September 2017. So it's been a while. If any of you have any frozen embryo transfer tips, things that Liv should be eating, I know the main things: warm foods, pineapple, raspberries, all that jazz. But yeah, if you have any up-to-date tips that might have changed in the last few years, let me know. I hope you guys are staying safe and well. Thinking of you all. Take care, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye guys. Open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can